Hey guys, so
Hi.
glad to be here.
Very
I'm glad that we're back on track and back in the groove of Noodle Brains.
yeah, it's very fun. It's like good looking forward to it.
And you know, like with our age difference, like sometimes I feel like I need to like point you in the right direction. And you know what I find like when we leave here? That you're
But
pointing me in the right direction.
you're definitely pointing me in the right direction though. I learn a lot from you.
I learn a lot from you. Okay, can I tell you what I'm on the struggle bus with today?
Yes.
Okay. So, I have a nonprofit farm. And my mentor is like, Judy, you are nonprofit. You have got to get donations. You are going to go under if you do not do this because I give and I give and I give and I give and I give for nothing. But then it doesn't pay my bills, right? So she talked to me about doing a post about my education center and telling them what my goals were because often people want to help and they don't know how to help. And she's like, you have to tell them, and I just don't feel right. I'm really not a good nonprofit person, Haley. I'm not. I'm like, do I just need to not do nonprofit because I
You feel
have a
bad asking for money.
yes.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
feel that. I hate
Okay,
it.
so this is what I want to talk about. I made the post this morning. Let me just read it to you. I made the post and I'm not going to read that. Just saying what, like, if you're wanting to make a donation, this is how to do it. Because a lot of times people do it through things that, like, I don't get all the money. So it's important for me to guide people where to send the money because I don't get all the money. Anyway,
Not in cash, bro.
so this is what this person said to me. And this is dealing with mental health. Why does Shane call me in the middle of me? Hang on.
You're good.
Hey, I'm live with Haley. Can I call you right back? Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. So anyway, you know how when you already fight depression and someone triggers you and you like spiral into the ground like and like you are dying because they have
Yeah.
triggered you. Okay, I'm triggered.
Like when plans change and then I have to lay in bed all day and then I self destruct every single thing in my life. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what happens is this one comment has train wrecked your whole entire day. Why don't we
Yeah.
do that? So this is what this guy said. I don't know. He's not a follower. He doesn't know who his Aunt Judy is. Okay. And he said, if you can't afford the nonprofit, then shut it down. Stop looking for ways for other people to pay for your farm. If you couldn't afford it in 2020, 2021, 2023, what makes you think you're going to be able to keep it up in 2024? You're just prolonging the inevitable. But instead of you losing your money, you're losing everyone else's money. So they have to know me enough to know that my farm started in 2020. So listen, so if you are listening to us right now on this podcast, you probably have been there, done that when someone has said something that is so hurtful and like breaks your heart and makes you feel like that you are begging for money and robbing people for everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, and so where I deleted the message, I didn't comment back because I knew not
You're a
to.
better person than me.
You would have commented back.
No, probably not. I probably just would have cried. But
I did cry.
Taylor, my brother would have commented. Like when I won the pageant in at my school and
Yeah.
people were making posts on Facebook about how I shouldn't have won and comments, Taylor was like, "Mom, let me comment. Mom, let me comment back." And she was like, "No, Taylor, you can't."
Like he was going to tear into him.
Yeah. Like he'll act like he doesn't love me and stuff, but that boy, you say something mean about me online,
He's
he's
going
going
mad
ham
for
on you.
his sister. So I'm like, okay, so like obviously this isn't the first time this has happened like in my life where people just are downright rude and ugly. But like now often when stuff like this happens, I already, am on the struggle bus, and I am letting this person rob me from my joy and stealing me from my happiness, and I hate my life right this minute because this person said this to me.
Yeah, and you're
Like,
frustrated and
I
you
literally want to just jump into a swimming pool and just, okay, I don't want to kill myself, but you know, when you struggle already with depression and someone triggers you like that to make you feel like that you're robbing people, what I wanted to do is go take those posts down and say, I'm never doing this again. I'm never, forget it. If me and Shane have to go broke and eat ramen noodles to try to pay for this nonprofit, that's what we're going to do, because I am not doing this ever again. And the only reason I did it was because my mentor said, Jody, you are a nonprofit. People want to help you. You've got to ask for help. And I'm like, I'm not good at this. And then I go and put myself out there, and then this person just like hits me in the head with a hammer and then breaks my teeth and busts my nose and just throws me in the ground.
yeah.
I wish I had Taylor in my life to cuss him out.
If you now he won't bring no curse words, but he'll probably bring like their mom and dad into it. He'll be like, "Yo, mama." I don't know what he'd say, but he'd get a little aggressive. You can text him; he'll do it.
I deleted it. I felt like the right thing to do is,
Not encourage it.
because even if I would have said something that was nice, like, you really just did a number on me by saying that.
Yeah. Well,
If
I
you
mean, if it
think
makes you
that
feel
I'm
better.
robbing people of money, pick up the phone and call me and have a conversation with me.
Yeah. And the thing is, people will make assumptions based off what you put online. And that's why I don't put a lot of my personal stuff out online besides this podcast. You only see in this podcast, you only see what sometimes 25 to 45 minutes of our lives. You
Yeah.
don't see the other however many minutes or hours that we spend off of this. You don't know what's going on. You don't know the decisions we're making, who we're talking to, the good or the bad we're doing. So just based off this podcast, you can't assume I'm a good person, but you can't assume I'm a bad person either, because they don't know me. They don't know you. It doesn't matter how much time you spend on social media, they don't know who you are. Everyone's going to have their own assumptions. People hated Jesus. People watch in the book of John, people watched Jesus perform all these miracles. They watched him heal the blind man. They watched him bring people back from the dead. They watched him forgive an adulterer, a woman. They watched him do all this and they still did not believe in him. They still thought he was, a liar, that he was mocking God. And they literally, it was right in front of their eyes. And then for you, they're watching the good you are doing and they are still like tearing you down and stuff.
And it just
If
like,
Jesus Christ had haters, you're going to have haters. You know what I mean?
and it's just like, it's hard when people attack you like verbally. It's hard to break, like, you know how I talk about breaking stuff down. Like, when someone says something ugly, what are they really trying to tell you? Instead of like, and I'm like, okay, what is this guy really trying to tell me? And I'm trying to like break it down and go, what is he trying to say? And I feel like he's just trying to be ugly, because first of all nonprofits get their money from donations, grants, um, sales, and fundraisers. That's
Yeah.
how nonprofits operate. And I've never gotten a grant. So the only way is through donations. And you know what? I don't have to prove myself. I'm trying to prove that's not what I need to do. I have to remember that he's not my person. He's not, or she is not someone that I need to be acquainted to. I don't need to be friends with them. I don't. And sometimes, how you have to get rid of people out of your life
Yeah.
because they're toxic. They're so sick. They're so negative. They they are jealous of other
Okay.
people and they don't want to see you win. They want to
Yeah.
compete with you and you have to go, okay, this person I go to school with every single day and I have to see them every single day and I've got to get them out of my life because they're ruining my joy. You know? And
Yeah.
it's really hard when it's a family member.
Yeah, that's the worst when like your
That's the
family
worst.
member is the one that's like awful to be around no matter how hard you try. I'm not gonna name names, but I have a certain family member. It's like you ever feel like you keep trying and you're trying and you're trying. Well, with this family member, it feels like I do that. And they're the type of person that wants everyone to feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for you. You have a really good life. Now, yeah, is there some bad to it? Absolutely. There's bad in everyone's life. Even the people that are the most successful and the most happy, they have bad in their life too. But you're not going to sit here and complain to me about things that are going wrong in your life when those are the things that I wish were going in my life. Like, I don't mind for you to complain to me, but if you were to come up to me right now and complain about, I don't know, let's say you're my age and you're like, well, my mom said if she paid my tuition, I would have to get a job or something like that. Just an example. I'd be like, what? Like, pay your tuition? Yeah, that sounds great. I wish I could have that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I just can't stand when they do that because it makes you feel bad about yourself, but you're still trying over and over to build that relationship. And it feels like even if you're the younger one or the older one, it just feels like you're getting nowhere. And it makes you feel defeated because, like, that's your family.
When it's because I have more than one family member that are not Judy fans, or I don't feel like they
I
are.
have a lot of non Haley fans. Makes you feel better.
They're not Judy fans. And it, for many, many years, it has beat me up because I've tried so hard to have a relationship with people that don't want to have a relationship with me
And you
because I
can't.
don't understand it.
Yeah, I never will. I'll never understand. Not, I don't
And you know
know.
what I do? This is what I do. I set myself up for failure all the time. This one particular family member, she's older, so I don't want to cause confrontation. I just want to make the best of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna tell her how I feel. It's too late for that. like I'm just gonna make the best of it until either she's gone or I'm gone. So I don't tell her how I feel, but I set myself up for failure because I think in my head that she's going to be different. And then I pick up the phone and call her and she's not different. I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Literally, it is like a broken record. I think, oh, I'm going to call her and she's going to love me and she's going to be nice and she's going to be proud of me. And it's never,
Nope.
never that. And I'm like, why do I keep picking up the phone, calling her? And it's
I
because
understand.
I set these expectations that she's my family member. She's known me my whole life. Things are going to be like she's going to be different. And I'm searching for a mother. I'm searching for the mother that I do not have. Sorry. I'm searching for the mom because my mom's gone. And
Yeah.
she's the next in line, basically. And she's not my mother. The thing is that she's never taken the time to get to know me, to know that I'm actually a really good person.
No, I understand. See, my
It's
situation isn't like that, like not thinking I'm a good person. It's the you try, and it's like, why do you act like this? Dude, like, I'm over here and I do this and that, and then I offer all these things. I'm like super nice about it, and then you can't even do something for me? It makes me so frustrated because it's like, I ask for one thing and I give for that one thing, and I don't even get it because you're too selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
So I talked about have you ever read the book The Five Love Languages? It's a Christian book. You haven't read it? It's way that you interpret love, like from people. And so I had made this post about the love languages, and someone that watches our podcast asked me to explain what it meant. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I deleted it.
The love languages? Well, I mean, we know what they mean though.
So she had a hard time understanding. Hang on, I'm gonna go to my actual post. She had a hard time like the way I feel like Shane loves me. Here it is. Okay, it's the five love languages is affirmation, like your coffee is so like Kaylee. There
You're
is
so
no
beautiful.
there is no coffee like yours. Like you make the best coffee. So that's the way you're like, oh my gosh, she loves me. Or act of service. Kaylee, I know that
Making you coffee.
I've had a bad I know that you've had a bad day and I wanted to bring you some Starbucks because I know
Yeah.
you've been stressed out over your test and I'm going to bring you some Starbucks.
Yeah.
So that's act of service. Then receiving gifts. Haley, here's your coffee. I wanted to get something for you because I love you from the bottom of my heart and I wanted to buy you something to express my love and I want to give you this coffee. Or, Haley, I desire our friendship to be stronger and I would love it if you and I would take the time together to go get a cup of coffee. Or, let's see, I can't do physical touch with you.
Haley, will you give me a hug?
Yeah, Haley. Haley, will you?
I knew
Can I
that's where this
hug
was.
you? Yeah, Haley, can I hug you? I just freaking love you. Okay, so the first one affirmation is telling you that you are the best thing in the whole wide world. Like
Yeah.
you're better than a slice of bread. Oh my gosh! Like, and that makes you feel like oh, they are Judy. You look drop dead gorgeous today. Are you serious? Like really? Like, and that's how you receive love. And or is it that your husband does something for you, like makes the bed?
Or
Yeah,
does the dishes.
like normally you make the bed, but this time he went and made the bed, and you're like, oh my gosh, this man loves me. He just made the bed. Oh my god. You know, like these are the way, and so like mine is the receiving the gifts. That's
I
how
like to give. That's how I like to. One of the ways I like to show love is give gifts.
do
So,
you like
like
to
for
receive
Valentine's,
them?
not really because I feel bad. I like handwritten letters and stuff, but I was raised well from like one thing my dad's always taught me and my brother is that experiences and memories are way better than any item. So, like, yeah, you can get me some new makeup, but once that makeup's up, I just got to buy more.
Yeah.
But if we go and you buy me a letter, I have that for eternity.
Well, what is
You,
your love language? How do you receive love?
um, I like acts of service. I'm starting to not like being like touched as much. I mean, it's okay. I like hugs a lot, but it's mostly acts of service and affirmations.
Yeah, well, what's hard is when like yours is one and your boyfriend or spouse's is something different.
Which is why I think it's great to discuss that.
But
Like
can you
Andrew, he
imagine me
likes
sitting
his
Shane
stuff.
down and go, dude, you need to start buying me presents.
Well,
Dude,
it's not even just
you
like
suck at giving
it's
Valentine gifts.
it's like, hey, it's the hey, I was at the store today and I saw your favorite candy. It made me think of you. I picked it
That would
up.
be that
Things
would be
like that.
awesome. Yeah.
See, for Valentine's Day, Andrew and I decided we weren't going to do gifts because our anniversary had just happened. So we were like, we're not going to do gifts because he went all out for anniversary, right? Like,
What'd
got
you
me a
get?
little squishmallow. He made a little squishmallow, and it was like the little bird off of Charlie Brown, and then put Reese cup eggs all on the bottom. And
Oh,
then he got me a book, and then chocolate covered pomegranate seeds, and he put it in this really cute basket. So, we were like, we're not going to do gifts for Valentine's Day. But me, I can't. I am a gift giver. I get it from my mom. Like, I want to give you gifts. So, he lives in the dorm with his friends. So I made him and all of his friends goodie bags.
oh,
So when I went to the dorm on Valentine's Day, all the guys got like some candy and stuff, and then a sweet little. Well, their messages were kind of funny, and then like the little hearts with the Valentine's Day chocolate inside, but they were like the ones for little girls. So, but they're really sweet to me. So they were like, "Thanks, Haley," and I was like, "You're welcome."
that's so sweet.
Yeah, that's
So,
my way.
well, Shane's is through acts of service. He feels loved when I'm cooking, cleaning, washing. That's how he feels loved. I can buy him something. Now, like when I realized that his deodorant's getting low or his soap's getting low, it just shows up. Like, because I go get it because I know he's getting low, and he's like, like I mean, even something simple like that,
Yeah,
he's like, it is like, I don't even have to say it. You just do it.
because it
I do.
lets
I take
him
care
know
of
you're
it.
thinking of him.
Yeah. But he shows love through building for me, making the quesos tortoise thing, making my goat barn, building my barn. Like that's how he shows me, and that is a gift. But see, the thing is, he doesn't do it on the holiday. And then, like, he's like, well, you're not getting a Valentine's gift because I built you that barn last year on January the 7th, and that was your Valentine's, your Christmas, your birthday. And I'm like, really?
Like, that's not how this works, homie.
Do you know how your wife receives love?
Well, see, like Andrew, see, when we
What,
snuggle,
how does he receive love?
he likes to be the little spoon, dude.
What do you mean?
Like, when you're snuggling, there's big spoon, little spoon.
Oh.
Yeah, he gets to be the little spoon. Explain that to me. He's 6 foot tall. I go to like his shoulders, and I have to wrap around him. Like he will whine in the bed. He's like, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Like I'm not. I got in the when I went up to the dorm. It was like really early in the morning, and I got in there and I lay down. Next thing you know, he turns over. I was like, I'm not spooning you. Halfway awake, he's like, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you throwing a fit right now? Yeah, that or when I guess like acts of service. So I know like he needs insulin or something, and I'll have the pen ready for him, or I get like his stuff together, things like that.
I like Andrew.
I love it. Andrew's a cool dude. Like,
He should see he doesn't listen to our podcast anymore.
well,
Neither
he
does
listens
Shane.
to bits of it when he edits it.
Well, maybe he'll hear this part.
Maybe not. I don't know. I tell him not to listen to the simpy stuff. He'll make fun of me.
That's funny. Well,
No.
have you been struggling with anything this week?
Yeah, I take the ACT, so that was not fun.
Oh,
And then I had like a panic attack while I was taking it. It was really bad. It was really not fun time, and because I just couldn't focus. And then
you think you're really hard on yourself, like with perfection with grades?
yeah, that's
You
like kind of
are.
why I'm like, yeah, it's kind of why I'm anxious all the time. But I'm not anxious right now because they fixed my meds. So like I don't really experience anxiety much. Besides the fact that I barely slept all week, I'm just chilling. I was
Yeah.
having nightmares. So like last night's the first night I slept without my lamp on all week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What are
it was rough.
like, do you remember your nightmares?
Some of them. It's just like
You ever
random
try to
stuff.
figure out what your while you're dreaming, what you're dreaming?
Not really. I enjoy dreaming though.
I don't.
I love it. But besides like the nightmares and the not sleeping, the only other thing is I've been sick the past 2 days.
Physically
Like
sick.
dying. Yeah. I went to the dorm for Valentine's Day and I didn't feel amazing, but I never just feel 100%. And I feel like anyone with depression understands that. You
Yep.
just don't feel great. You just kind of feel like, I'm okay. Well, throughout the day, my throat kind of started hurting, but I was the tiniest bit stuffy. So I was like, oh, maybe my, throat's draining, right? Just some drainage and it'll be fine. Well, that night, I was like, I just don't feel great. And I get home. I don't sleep at all that night, at all. So yesterday, I wake up and I'm like, I have to go to work. And I've slept maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't even think I slept that much. It was bad. And I went to work. I was there for as soon as I got there, they had way too many people there. And they were like, do you want to go home? And I was like, I really need the money. So I was like, I'm going to wait. And then another person came in and they were like, you need to go to the doctor. I was like, okay. So I go to the doctor. And I don't feel good, but I don't feel terrible. I just don't feel good. I want to go home and lay down. Finally get back at urgent care. They tell me I have strep. He's like, we've seen a lot of strep today. And I was like, great. I was just around Andrew, who, has diabetes. And last time he got strep, because he decided he wasn't going to go to the doctor for 2 weeks, he got so sick that it was literally miserable. He could barely move. Like, that's how bad it was. And, he's also a man. So that, takes, So, no, but I texted him and I was like, I'm so sorry. He goes, strep, question mark. And I was like, yeah. He's like, it's okay. I was like, it's not. And I've been nauseous too. So I'm like nauseous, really hot. My throat hurts. My head hurts. I just want to, I don't know. I just want it to snow so I can just go lay down in the snow. That's what I want to do right now. I just want to lay down in some snow and,
I hate when my throat hurts.
Yeah, it's bad. But the worst thing is that I'm nauseous. So it's like my throat hurts. So every time I swallow, it hurts. But I feel like I'm going to vomit everywhere. So not very funky and fresh,
Mm-hmm. Well, I have not told any of my followers this, so I'll tell it on your page. But Friday, I went to do animals, and when I came in, Larry's hands were on the wall, and he was like this. And I said, "What's wrong?" Nothing, nothing. I was like, "Then why are you like holding on to the wall?" Nothing. So I get so sick of him not telling me. So I just went, whatever. I've got to go to the doctor. Do you want to go with me? And he said, yes. So he sat in the car while I went to the doctor. And when we got out of the doctor's office, I needed to take him to the bank. So I said, let's go to the bank. And do you want to go get some lunch? And he said, yes. Haley, we walked into Subway. He turned so white and was holding on to the chip bar and is about to fall out. All the Subway people came running to him because he was about to fall to help me and get it. We got him over to the bench to sit him down. He wasn't responding. It was terrible. And I thought, oh my gosh, what is wrong? Then when he came to, he goes, there's nothing wrong with me. I heard everything that you were saying. And he did this to me before. I said, you either tell me what's wrong or we're going to the ER. And he goes, I'm sick. And I was like, we need to get home. So we got home, and I didn't take him to the ER because home health was coming to see him for the first time yesterday. But she got here, and he's terrible. I don't know what's wrong, but they put him on hospice. And he I mean, he don't know the word hospice, but they told me not to freak out, that it didn't mean he was dying. It just, you know how he gets anxiety for going to the doctor? It'll
It's
help
best
him
for him.
be comfortable he thinks it's home health, but it's hospice. And they're going to be coming 3 days a week to help. But she thinks that he might be dehydrated. He's lost 8 pounds from radiation. And she said it's going to take a minute for him to get his strength back, but he's not eating. I can't get him to drink. It's not good.
Milk.
And you know what
Milk.
I'm stressed? He doesn't drink milk. So you know what I'm
Chocolate milk?
stressed out about is like, how am I going to do him and have tours? And I've got field trips coming up.
You're going to do it. And it's
And
going to
what
be okay. I promise.
is he's off balance. And so I worry about him falling. And yesterday when the hospice people were here, they were like, we're going to get you a shower chair. I don't want it. And they're going to get him oxygen because he has COPD. He won't do it. He said, I don't want it. And it's
Have you
like,
ever thought that maybe he just feels bad that he's causing you to have to do? Have you ever thought about it like that? I mean, I
do.
know Larry
I think that's what it is. And
doesn't want you to see him like that, and he doesn't want you to have to take care of him.
well, he doesn't want to take me away from the farm. But Haley, I'm becoming a caregiver slowly.
And I would explain that to him. I would be like, look, I love you, and you're more important than my farm.
I told him, I said, you know, I've got Kayla to help me now. And I thank God for Kayla because I don't know what I would do. I'd probably have to sell my animals. And I'm trying to balance it all. And you know, when you got a lot on you in life and you're trying to just keep your head above water and smile and everything is just falling in your lap, you're like, your smile's like,
And you're just trying your best, and it feels like you're getting knocked on your butt each time. Yeah.
yeah, it's difficult.
About the not eating thing, I
I
struggle
think
with that a lot.
he, the only thing that I can get him to eat is eggs and bacon.
Yep.
So
Eggs and bacon.
I've been fixing eggs and bacon.
Dude.
Thank God I have plenty of eggs.
That's what you do. You do that, and then you slowly start branching out. Get a little omelet, okay? Then you start throwing a little bit more in there,
Yeah.
and then you're like, hey, you want to try something new with our eggs today? Something like that, and you just slowly go, and you go. He doesn't like chocolate milk. Why?
I've got to figure out breakfast because he doesn't eat cereal. He doesn't eat oatmeal. And
No strudels, toaster strudels.
I don't always have the time to fix eggs and bacon for breakfast.
How about those Hot Pockets that are like eggs and bacon Hot Pockets, or the little Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls that are eggs and bacon?
Yeah.
Like,
The
you
problem is he won't go to the freezer. I have to do it.
Yeah.
He is not putting anything in the microwave. He doesn't initiate. So anyway, I'm just trying to survive. I'm just like right now, I'm just surviving.
And that's okay.
I'm just surviving. I'm not terrible and I'm not great. I'm just here trying to take care of my animals and Larry and be a wife. And I'm trying to just get people to eat and drink and take medicine. So,
Yeah, it'll work out though. It will.
I'm sorry you're sick.
It's okay. I'm just kind of cruising along.
Yeah. What do you have this? Let's see, this week. What do I have this week? What do I have coming up this week? I don't even know. Probably
I have no clue, but I think I have a lot. I just don't really know. I just kind of like live, laugh, love. Yeah.
So Monday, I didn't realize it was this Monday. This Monday, I'm riding with my vet to learn.
Nice.
Let me put that in my calendar before I forget. And then my rabbits are getting fixed on Friday. Because I'm not having babies no more. Can you believe it's already almost the end of February?
Yeah, I know. I have midterms in like 2-3 weeks, and I was like, dang, senior year. I mean, almost done. Crazy.
So I had a tour today for the first time since October.
How'd it go?
It went good. I almost forgot the words in the book. Like when I was reading my story to him, I was like, "What's next?" Like I couldn't memorize. I was like, "I hadn't read this book in so long, I don't even know it." And Dexter was acting ugly, so I got a little nervous because he was doing this. I said, "Everybody, get back! Get back." I wish Shane would let me fix him.
He won't let you?
No, but Dexter may show up with one day.
I was talking to Andrew about this the other day. I was like, what's crazy? I have literally been in a pen alone with a bull that could literally trample me in 5 seconds just by myself. I was like, that's crazy. Like, not many people can say they just pet a bull.
Not most of the time he's fine.
Yeah. The only animal that ever got me was when we had Buck. And I remember I was like out there doing something and I was trying to get the pigs up or something. And he turned around and he's coming at me. And I was like, dude, what the heck? He got his horn stuck. And I was like, dude, come on now.
A male goat to me is worse than a bull.
He was the worst. He was adorable, but he was a little crazy.
No more male goats for me. No more.
I liked when we had the biscuit and gravy. Isn't that what you named the 2 goats? And I had pigtails in one day, and they were eating each side. I was
biscuit and gravy are with Head Family Farm. They're doing great. They both got fixed, and they're pets.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've got to find somewhere for my duckies to go when I move out. I just don't want. Yeah, but I don't want to get rid of. See, Toodles, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about him being mean. He's the Pekin duck. I'm not worried about that. He's never shown aggression to any human. But Bubbles doesn't really like men. Not a big man person. And I don't want to separate them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because I love my ducks. But I don't want them to have to live where I know they're not going to be checked on enough, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and Taylor doesn't do anything with the outside animals. So it's I don't want to do that to them. They don't deserve that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it was good talking today.
It was.
I just say that if you're watching us and you let someone ruin your day over a comment or and you can't break it down because they're straight up ugly, I don't know. What do you do? How do you cope with that? I guess you just have to delete it and talk about it on Noodle Brains and go on with your life.
I think it's okay to be sad because we're humans. We have emotions. But at some point,
people think that about, someone thinks that about me.
It sucks. But there's one thing: you can never make that person think different. I would just think it's kind of cool that he spent that time to write out that comment about you. So,
Maney. I should have just said you're
sounds
mean.
like fan behavior. I think he's just a fan. He's jealous.
I got the name. Let's see.
Don't expose him. Come on now. Maybe you should. No, I feel like your fans would send death threats.
Oatmeal flavor. No, oatmeal lover. Well, he needs to go eat some oatmeal.
You're gonna take that from a guy. Really, that's embarrassing that you got upset from a guy named Oatmeal Lover. Come on, Judy.
I don't know if it's a male or a female. It sounds like a male.
Yeah.
I can imagine a female. I mean, that's so judgmental for us to say that, though.
Yeah, it's a man.
It's gotta be a man.
I don't care.
Oatmeal needs to go.
I'm not judging.
Oatmeal lover needs to go find somebody else to talk to because it
Let's go
ain't
find
easy.
Mr. Oatmeal, dude. Go find Mr. Quaker Oats, dude.
Somebody done crapped in his oatmeal because he is a train wreck. He is a train wreck.
That's so true, though.
Yeah.
Oatmeal is so gross sometimes.
I am never eating oatmeal again.
No, I'm going to think about that, dude. That's so bad. Dude, I watched the Barbie movie last night.
Was it good?
It was so good.
It was?
I loved it. I loved it. And I had low expectations because I've heard really good things and I've heard really bad things. But the really bad things come from really, really, really right-leaning women or men. So,
Yeah.
we live in a red state, so I've heard a lot of bad things about Barbie. So,
Yeah.
But I loved it. I thought it was amazing. It was very, pretty much the entire movie is about in Barbie land, everything's ran by women. And the Barbies think that they were made to improve self-confidence and let girls know they can be powerful and do everything. Well, Barbie travels to the real world and then realizes that men are awful and take over everything and women can't do anything and girls hate Barbie because she set unrealistic standards and blah, blah, blah. Well, then Ken brings men back and makes it Ken World. And they were like, no, sweetie. And they fixed it to where everyone gets to do everything.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty good, but it was cool to see that they acknowledge that men kind of do suck. Some men suck. Not all men suck, but vast majority do. But a lot of women suck, so it doesn't even matter.
A lot of women do suck.
Yeah, I'm probably one of them, though. I'm not very nice.
I suck. Ask the oatmeal lover.
Oatmeal lover definitely sucks.
Oatmeal lover. I might have to use his name for something.
Oh my gosh, should we name this Oatmeal Lover?
We should name this Oatmeal Lover. That is the name and title of this series.
Wait, is his YouTube Oatmeal Lover?
Yes.
Maybe I should tag him down below.
His name Oatmeal. Gosh, hang on.
You got to make sure you share this and make sure he sees the Oatmeal.
Oatmeal Lover 14. That's weird. Oatmeal Lover 1 and then FOR.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, dude.
They're apparently an animal person because they have some. I don't know if that's a koala bear.
Yeah. Oatmeal Lover trying to catch my hands.
Oatmeal Lover is not an animal.
What's he gonna do? Talk trash about me? I'm a minor. That makes him a bad person. Bad person. Can't talk trash on a minor. That's just crazy.
Okay.
Well, I love you, and this was a lot of fun.
Are we going to hell for saying this?
No. I don't know about you, but I'm not.
Are we going to hell? Is this a sin that we're talking about?
I mean, I don't think we're gossiping. I just think we're pointing out that Oatmeal Lover is not a great person. But that is kind of judging based off what I saw.
Maybe he really is just a lover of oatmeal and no one else.
Yeah, maybe he only loves oatmeal, not even himself. That's why he took his insecurities out on you.
I think that's what it was.
I definitely can picture what he looks like in my head, though. I see what he looks like in my head. I'm not saying that on the podcast. That is not being said out loud on live. So that's an after podcast type discussion. Well, we love you guys, and it's so glad to be back.
I love you, and I hope that we
love you, and we hope you know Jesus.
And I hope that we can be friends one day and make up because.
And I'm going to pray for you.
Follow me.
Because you have a problem if the only thing you love is oatmeal. So I'm going to pray for you. Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. I hope you laughed. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.